delicious. These are questions. We are not the first people to be asking questions about God's will and why does benevolent God let terrible things happen, and that's certainly not new provocative material that's been around for a long time. And we just happen to be asking it in our little horror show on the CW. So no, we actually haven't, and we've actually heard that some we have, again, all anecdotally, but like one of our writers, his father is good friends with a priest, and this particular priest loves the show, and it's just really, because you can count on one hand the amount of television shows that head-on talk about Book of Revelation, and I think they're just really interested that there's even a show out there that's even dealing with some of this subject matter.
It's not perfect, but I'll take it.
Right, exactly.
But no, you're taking these ideas seriously.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what powers a lot of the most powerful stories, is that, yes, it's, the format of the show is these brothers hunting and whatnot, but there's really deep underlying things. And I think the idea of a search for meaning, and that's what really religion is a search for meaning and connection. And I think the show is actually taking that seriously on its own terms. I'm sorry,
No, thank you very much. It's very nice. Thank you. You try.
Eric is actually using the show as a platform to start a religion.
Oh man, I am gonna L. Ron Hubbard this shit. Oh man, that is a great idea. Oh. It all makes sense now.
Way better money than syndication.
Oh my god.
Cryptology.
I'm going to audit everybody out.
They will have the money for the music.
You got a question?
Yes, since it's the apocalypse and all hell's broken loose, is there a chance we'll be seeing the cold gun returning?
Ben?
I think so. Yes. Even an object gets. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, I mean it's certainly the rumor and the myth and the legend of the cold does not die, and it'll nose itself around. If that's a satisfactory response.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Hello, my name's Beryl, and I'm one of Misha's minions.
Actually, let me interrupt you. By applause, how many people in this room follow Misha's Twitter? Wow. Okay, sorry.
My question is actually for him as well. Based on your personal beliefs, how did you prepare for playing an angel and kind of a morally gray one at that?
Well, I just set all of my personal beliefs aside. Actually, it's been a really interesting role to play. Eric, when I went in to audition, he said the first sort of bit of direction I got was he hasn't been walking amongst human beings for 2,000 years, so these humans are strange, somewhat alien beings to him, and he has a curiosity about humanity, and that's been a fascinating thing to explore, because the question that you're then forced to ask is, what does it mean to be a human? And not many roles allow you to explore that so in depth. So that was an answer that didn't really answer your question, but it seems substantive.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Hi, my question is for Kripke and the writers. I just wanted to know about the meta episode. What made you decide to do that?
Which was awesome.
Were you worried about killing such a vocal portion of the fandom? Was there anything that you thought too far?
No, we just love navel gazing. It was Nancy Weiner, who is our writer's assistant. It was her idea, totally. It didn't come from any of our heads. She showed up one day and wanted to do a Stranger Than Fiction episode in which Sam and Dean find out that they're characters in a book. And then we laughed and said, no, forget it, that's impossible. But it's just one of those stories that kept floating around, and then it was, and this is actually sort of how the writer process works, which is So we have the idea and we kick it around and we say it's impossible and forget it. And then there's certain ideas you just can't shake. And then it was actually me going into Sera's office and saying, yeah, but why is this guy writing this book? And is he one of the psychic kids? And I can't figure out why he would do it. And then she said, well, why don't you make him a prophet? Which was Sera's idea. And see, it was my idea to drink. It's like, what's your idea? Drink. So, and then it all of a sudden kind of snapped into focus because it tied into the mythology. But, you know, we have a lot of fun sort of being self-deprecating. I mean, I think we're aware of our faults and the seams in our bunny costume as much as anybody, you know? And so it's sort of fun to kind of poke fun at the show. And again, I have such a tempestuous, loving, conflicted relationship with the online fandom that I needed to, you know, I also sort of was attracted to the possibility to also just kind of poke a little loving, very loving fun. Please don't hurt me. And then it's just kind of, and then Chuck became so attractive that, you know, when Ben and I were breaking the season finale, Ben said we got to bring back Chuck. And he flew right, you know, seamlessly. He flew seamlessly into the season opener. And on the board, there's like more meta episodes on the way because we just had so much fun doing them. And I think there'll be more.
Awesome.